Hello, how are you guys doing today? My name is Gwyneth. I want to come back in today and make a video. We're going to talk about what I feel Spirit is talking about right now at this moment. What is taking place during this time? Something that maybe we need to pay attention to. This morning, I was hearing very clearly Spirit talk to me about conversation, okay? We're going to jump right into this video. So, talking about conversation, talking about what we're speaking, what are we saying? Often I have made videos and I hit on this and talk about speech and speak the things of not as though they were so. You have to speak those things and then that's how you bring them into fruition. But today we kind of want to talk about how our words, using the wrong words or using incorrect words or language to articulate our journey. What are we endeavoring to do, and how we can stop our motivation or we can stop our journey because of the words that we use and the things that we're saying. Be mindful over the things that you're saying. Your words are precious because they create. We can't just be going around just saying stuff and then not thinking anything about what we're speaking out of our mouth. If our words have power, and they do have power, then we need to be mindful over the things that I speak. And what am I saying? And what does that mean when I say that? Because we can be on a journey and we can be on this high place where, oh, I'm on this journey, I'm manifesting this, or I'm bringing new things into my life, I'm creating new things, I'm in a creative mode and stuff. And then you say one or two things out of your mouth and now already your journey has ended. You're on the way. You're on the way. Like, what is it? The yellow brick road. We're on the road to the yellow brick road. We're here to go get to possess these different things. This courage, this love, this newness, these new streams of incomes, this new idea, this new business, whatever it is, this new relationship that we endeavor to do or to change in our life. Maybe it's better habits. Whatever it is, we're on this road and this journey. But the journey can be over as soon as we say the wrong thing out of our mouth. And I'm going to give you an example of that. So we can say all this positive stuff, let's say maybe you were an artist, a musician, maybe you write music, maybe you sing, whatever it is, you're in the music business some kind of way, and you're endeavoring to do something to write for artists. You are endeavoring to get your song out there that you wrote. And you are putting everything in a certain order of alignment and getting things ready. And you say, I'm going to be the next artist, and I'm going to connect with the right person, and I need to get with this certain elite group, and these are producers, or these are people that know about music, and if they could just hear or look at what I have here, I know that they would find that something is good here, or that they would be able to use this, and that would be my moment or my chance. And you're talking real good and you're feeling good about this thing. But somewhere in that conversation, things kind of start turning, and you're letting it sit on your mind. You're musing about it. You're thinking about it. And now you start getting a little negative. Maybe you share it with somebody else, the wrong person. And you share it with them, and then they start saying, oh, girl, please, or girl, guy, whoever, they tell you, they say, why would you think that your song would get picked? Or I don't think that your song is all that special, or your writing skills aren't that great, or whatever it is something negative that they throw in. And they might not be that obvious with it. They might just kind of listen to it, and you say, oh, listen to it. Let's see. I want you to hear my song. And then you play it, and then they're like, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, that's nice. They're playing it down. And now, a few minutes later, that's sitting on your mind. It's ruminating, it's musing on your mind. And now, all of a sudden, you're thinking, well, maybe the song isn't that great. Maybe I should rewrite it. Maybe it was the wrong subject. You start second guessing yourself because what somebody else said or how they expressed their feelings about it. And it could be jealousy or hatred, or it could just be just not being kind. You know what I mean? they're not the person that you're looking to connect with to make this connection. And before you had the interaction with them or the conversation with them, you felt very firmly, you felt very good about your creativity and what you created there. And now all of a sudden you're second guessing it, you're doubting it. That's one example, okay? Another example could be okay, you get all filled up. Okay, let's say your church. Maybe you're a church person. You're really into church. You go to wherever church you go to church, and you're sitting there and they're singing and they're preaching and they're giving the word and you're getting all excited and fueled up and everything. I feel great. I feel amazing. Oh, I'm moving. I'm shifting to a new place. I'm going to a new place. All these different things. And now you come home and there's a situation at your house. And this negative arguing is going, or this mood is happening in the house, and now your energy, your vibration has just lowered, and you just like, you have forgot all about what the message was about. You have forgot about how happy and joyful you were and excited about making changes and shifting into a new atmosphere, going to another level, and now it's just doom gloom. You know? And then you say something out of your mouth, and that's like putting a nail in the coffin. Now you say, oh, I don't know what I was thinking, getting all excited about this. They got all this stuff going on right now. Oh, they're having all these financial problems in the world right now. All these people are losing stuff. Things are going sideways right now. Whatever it is, this is an example that we're using. And now you have shifted into a place of doom, gloom. And you said, I don't know why I was even thinking, how could I create a new business at this time? How can I bring in something at this time? This is not the time to create something. This is not the time to connect in with somebody. How could I think that I could sell that? I don't even know anybody in that business. I don't have any connections. I don't know anybody who's connected with that. I don't know anybody in that field. You just start second guessing yourself. You're saying negative stuff. You say, well, I don't have time for that. I got to make this money. I got to go to my regular job, my 9 to 5. And you put that on the back burner. But your mouth ended the journey. It does not mean that it couldn't have happened. Does not mean that you couldn't have created it. It doesn't mean that divine connections aren't going to happen, but they're not going to happen for you because you just put the nail in the coffin and you just said, that's not happening. You spoke it out of your mouth. And so now you shall have what you say. Even if you don't know how it's going to come in, don't speak something negative against yourself. Don't say negative things about yourself. Never say negative things about yourself. Well, I know I can be this kind of way and I could be a drag and this and that and everything. Well, so-and-so is cuter than me and she's like this and she looks like this. Or he's much more intellectual than me and I'm kind of on a different level. Don't play yourself down. What are you doing? You need to speak highly of yourself. You need to project what you want to see. And then when I'm having these thoughts and Spirit is talking about your conversation, ending your journey with your conversation. It's the words that you speak. 1 minute you're on a high place and next minute you're on a low place. You haven't even given it opportunity to grow or to be discovered or for it to even move from that situation. You're already like, it's out. It's not happening. I don't have time for that. I have to do realistic things. I can't be out here dreaming and stuff. Why can't you? Because if you don't ever dream or inspire or allow that creativity to start flowing, you're not going to be able to create anything or get anything new. See, if you do the same thing all the time, you just keep getting the same thing. You get the same thing. I'm in this certain way. You do this, you do that. You put the block on top of here, then the block on top of there. And you keep doing the same thing, but then you expect something new. How can you expect something new and you're doing the same thing over and over again? That same response is going to keep producing the same thing. So if you don't have enough now, if you keep doing the same thing, you're still not going to have enough. You know what I mean? So I began to think about that. And I said, sometimes we're going through so many things that we arrive at the corner of hope and confusion. Hope and confusion. That's not a place you want to be. You know, you have hope and you're confused, because if you're confused, you're double minded. And if you're double minded, the Bible says you'll be unstable in all your ways. I say, well, I'm not biblical. Well, I am. And that's what the Bible says, that you'll be unstable in all your ways when you're double minded, because you can't make a sound decision about what you want to do. How can you have something manifest? How can something flow if you can't even settle your mind on what you want? You go to McDonald's and you don't even know if you want a Big Mac or a cheeseburger. Just being real, you know? You don't know if you want braids or if you want to get a press and curl or a perm. You can't make up your mind about anything because you have all these thoughts in your head and you're not releasing anything. You're not working through anything. You're not clearing out anything. There's a necessity for us to clear our mind. It's a necessity for us to clear our mind and to be in a place of clarity. How can I be in a place of clarity when I got things going on, when my back is against the wall, when situations are happening with my finances, when situations are happening with my family? I got to get quiet. I need to sit for a minute. I need to get into that place, and we want to meditate. We want to quiet our mind. You don't have to come up in there and be like, and all this stuff like this. You might want to light a candle and just sit with that candle and just focus in on quieting your mind, looking at the stillness of the light of that candle. Maybe you just want to get quiet and not talk. And then see, your mind starts going. If you're a person that you're always having these thoughts constantly and stuff, so now you're not talking, but you're hearing stuff, or your thoughts are coming, or images are coming to you at that time. Just get quiet right now and just command your thoughts and stuff. Be clear. Be quiet at this time. Go back and start again. I want to be quiet for 5 minutes. I don't want to think about anything. I just want to have clear mind. I just want to zone out. And then it doesn't happen. Okay, we'll go another 5 minutes and do it again until you achieve it. Because if it's something worthwhile, and I'm telling you, clearing your mind is definitely worthwhile to have a clear mind. Because you can't be talking about doing all these different things and projects and stuff, but you can't even shut down and clear your mind. That's a very important step. So let's go back. We're talking about arriving at the corner of hope and confusion. I have a hope in my heart that something better will come from me, or that a change will take place, or that something wonderful will happen to me. And then at the same thing, I don't know how it would happen. I don't know what to do about it. The minute I start getting filled up and encouraged and happy and excited about it, then a few minutes later I turn it around and then I'm like, this is a waste of my time. I don't have time for this. You don't have time not to have time for this, especially if you need a change in your life. What is the change that you need? Stop halting the journey with your words. Speak the right things. Articulate your words. See, we're in a generation now, we have kids, they just talk any kind of way. When I was growing up, certain conversations you wouldn't have around your parents or elders and stuff. You didn't talk in a certain kind of way because there was respect and reverence there. But lately, there is no respect and reverence in a lot of areas. And it's not all the young people, but it's some young people, they don't validate. They don't care about throwing the F-bomb out in front of an elderly person, or cussing somebody out, or anything. It's just like, I do what I want to do, I say what I want to say, and nobody can stop me. I don't care if these people want to hear this, like you're out with your children and stuff, and young children. You don't want your children to hear people talking like that. You might be a type of person you don't like. I don't want that kind of conversation. They don't need to hear your personal conversation. They don't need to hear you talk like that in that kind of roughness or whatever. And then you're just going out saying stuff. And you don't care who's around. You don't care who picks up on the conversation. I say what I want to say. That's your problem. Tell your kids not to listen then. Is people out there with that kind of personality and characteristics that's where they are with things in their life right now. We got to care about what we're saying out of our mouth, because those words that we're speaking are not helping us. They're not helping us to heal. They're not helping us to raise up. They're not helping us to sustain something new. They're definitely not helping us to shift. So why would we use them? You got to get to a place within yourself that everything that I'm doing and focusing on, everything that I'm putting forth is an effort to better my life. I want to excel. I want to do better. I want to improve. So when you're doing an activity or you're doing something like, how is this going to bless me? Or is this an investment? How could this help me? It might just be your decorum, how you treat people and how you act and stuff like that. Now somebody is watching you and you're not aware that they're watching you. And now they decide, you know what, I could use that person. I could use them in this area. I need somebody like that in this business, or I need somebody like that to partner up with. I'm looking for somebody of value like that. You don't know what people are thinking while they're looking at you, but you're just in your regular everyday decorum, the way you act, the way you carry yourself. You want to watch what you're saying. You want to watch how you're acting. People are watching. Then we have this social media. We're on here, and some of us, we put anything on there. We'll put anything on the social media. People are looking you up. They're Googling your name. They're watching your videos and stuff, and then they look at it and they say, I don't think they're fit for this company. I don't think they're fit for this business. I don't think I want to connect in with that person because over something you said. And you say, well, I have freedom of speech. I have freedom to say that. When you say that, be willing to stand by that. Be willing to stand by that. And you know what I mean. Be willing to say, well, this is who I am. That's what I said. I put this information forth, or whatever I said or was doing on the video and stuff. I stand by it. I feel comfortable with it. That's part of who I am. I always want to represent myself well. I don't care if Betty likes it or Sean don't like it or whatever, anything like that. But do I feel good about what I'm putting forth? Is it my truth? Am I walking in my truth? Is this who I am and how I want to show up? Is this a fake and phony version of me, or is this the truth of who I am and how I act all the time? And that's what I want to bring forth. That clarity, that truth, that positivity. We all get to the place where sometimes we're in a negative mood or something like that, but we have to pull ourselves out of that mode. Be careful what you say. If you're in a place where you're upset or angry or something is going on, be careful still what you say. Don't just start venting out and saying all kinds of crazy stuff. Just be careful. Let me think how I want to articulate those words. And somebody says, well, how are you doing? And you're like, well, give me a moment. Let me see how I want to express that to you. You don't want to say everything is going wrong. I don't have any money, and this is going that. My job is doing this. This is happening. Now you're saying all these stuff. And Spirit, this is just an example. I do not accept these things that I'm saying right now. I'm saying it for example purpose. But you go on. You know how you do. And you're saying all this stuff. I got this going on. This is going wrong. This happened. Da, 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 da. And as you're saying that stuff, some of those things haven't manifested yet. Those are your fears. And as you speak them out, guess what? They're going to manifest. Because you have what you say. So why don't you say something good? Why don't you say something healing? Why don't you say something inspirational? This is the message that I want to bring to you guys today about your conversation. What are you saying? Are you saying stuff to further and to enhance your life? Or are you saying stuff to tear down? You create something, then you tear it back down. You got a manifestation going. You got a dream going. You got this vision going. You're putting things together. You're building the foundation. And now you get to a certain part, and this part didn't work out or it didn't go smooth. Now already you're ready to curse it. It's not going to work out. I couldn't get the business license for this, or I couldn't get them to accept this, or nobody else wanted to sign on with this, and now you're already giving up. Seems to me if you give up so easily, you didn't want it that much in the first place. It wasn't of value to you. But if it's a value of you, you'll keep doing that thing again and again. You'll keep figuring out which way you can get in. If I can't get in through this mountain, then I'm going to climb over the mountain. If I can't get over this mountain, maybe I'm going around the mountain. However it is, I'm going to find a way to connect in and to be successful in my endeavor. I have to find a way. So let these thoughts and these messages of these things that I'm talking about just sit with you for a moment. Just think about it. Your conversation. What is your conversation? What kind of conversation are you keeping? What kind of conversation do you have friends and family? What kind of conversation do you have with your significant others and things of that time? Are you just going out there complaining? Are you just going out there when something doesn't seem right, or you don't know which way to go, and now I say it's not working out? When things start going sour for me, I'll say everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me, even things that I can't see. I don't know how, I don't know where it's coming from, but some kind of way this is working out for me. God is turning this around for me. Spirit is assisting me and helping me. I'm making the connections that I need to make. I don't know what the answer is yet, but I know the answer is on this way. You see, you got to turn that thing around. You have a responsibility to yourself and to your success to speak the right things. In that place, you don't want to be on the corner of confusion and hope. You want to flip it around. You want to be inspirational. You want to do things on purpose that are going to help you to be successful. And you'll get there. You'll get there. If you keep speaking it, you keep believing it, you keep going against the grain, even in the hard place, even when it's hard to say it, when you can't even fathom in your mind what's going on and you keep holding on to it, eventually you're going to get there. And you're going to be successful at because you held on and you kept going forth in it. Know that you are a human, but you are having a spiritual experience. We were born of spirit. If you believe that, maybe some of you don't believe that. But I am a human being, but I was created. Spirit created me. And now I am having a human and spiritual experience at the same time. This world was orchestrated. It's like a magnet. So when I say stuff, I am turning on my magnet and I am gravitating and pulling things near and closer to me. The more I see it, the more I visualize it, the more I talk about it, I'm pulling it closer to me. I'm causing that magnetic pull to be stronger. It's not all about money. Money might be one thing that you want to manifest. Maybe it's a position. Maybe it's not all about position. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's some traits or characteristics that I've been struggling with that I need to let go of. And I've been struggling with that, and I want to just let that go. I want to put it behind me. I want to take in new characteristics. I want to take on new positive mindset. I want to form new habits, healthy habits. What is it? Only you know what you need to develop or what you desire to bring into your life. But you got to be willing to go after it. You can't sit on it. You can't blame anybody else. You can't give up just because it didn't show up overnight. Sometimes it takes time. You got to invest the time to move forward, to push forward. It's not always easy. Most of the time, it's not easy. It's hard. It's like you're coming through this hard time when you find yourself pressed on every end and spirit is still sitting there and saying, I'm here. You ready to move forward? You going to press in or you going to press out? You about to give up or you about to give in? Which one you going to do? I'm going to press in. I'm going to stay for the long haul because I want to receive everything that I inspire to do and get. And the only way I'm going to get that is to stay into the fight. I'm going to have to stay to the end. I'm going to have to keep doing what I endeavor to do, to know, to bring stuff in. I got to keep repeating that method over and over again until it finally arrives. I can't just give up and say, you'll never get anything that way. So please think about this conversation. Think about the words that you have been speaking lately. If you've been speaking some things that is not for your best and highest good, you need to go back and sit down and get quiet and say, you know what? I release all those words that I said. I transmute all those negative thoughts and all those things that I said that are less than me. All those words I use and actions to describe my situation where I'm at. And I've said a lot of negative things, but I take all those things back and I transmute them. And now I speak a new thing. I speak that I am successful. I speak that I am moving forward with persistence. I am moving forward. Doors are opening for me. I'm connecting with the right type of people. I have the intellect that I need. I'm right where I should be. All that I have need of, every need is met. You know, you got to speak to that situation. And then you might say, well, nothing is happening. Well, maybe you're not speaking. You can't just sit there in your head and just be like, oh, well, I wish. Speak to the atmosphere, and the atmosphere will hear what you're saying, and things will begin to start orchestrating and coming together in such a way to help you and to be in alignment with you as you're wanting to be in alignment in this world and set up with the things that you are desiring. You know, it takes a foundation. You're not just going to gain these things by just, oh, well, I would like to have these things, but you don't put in any work. It takes work. It's work in manifesting. It's work after anything worthwhile that you would like to have. You have to put that investment in it. How many years are you going to be sitting here still talking about manifesting something? How many years are you going to keep talking about the relationship that you want to be in? How many years are you going to keep talking about, one minute saying that you're this and you're creative and you're blessed and you know that God has your back and these opportunities are open and doors open and stuff. Then as soon as something comes in, you already done with it. Can't even outlast, can be consistent or resilient in the situation. One bad situation, now I'm out. You know, oh, I didn't know it was going to be hard like that. I didn't know I would have to endure something like that. I'm just done. I don't want to keep talking about like it's going to happen and stuff like that because I see that it's not happening. Now that's you speaking out of your mouth and declaring what's going to happen. If any of you are listening to these videos and some of the tips and stuff that I am giving you about manifestation, spirituality, and healing, and it's helping you, please like and share. Leave a comment. Let me know that you're enjoying the videos, that it helped you, that it's inspiring you, whatever it is. And I just want to take a few minutes for anybody who needs just like a little extra encouragement right now, or they need that little extra boost and they say I'm feeling down, or I don't know what I'm going to do about my situation. I don't even know where to start. This is going to give a little boost just to help you to get over that hump. A little boost to help you to get to the next level, to get to the next step, to stop talking about it, but actually do something about it. Because you've already done that enough. You've been talking about it. You've been writing about it. You've been telling your friend about it. You've been on the phone about it. All these different things. You're on the social media about it. But now nothing has happened yet because you're not taking it seriously. So just sit back, and if you want to receive this energy to inspire you, to raise up your vibration, to keep on keeping on, then just open your mind. If you have any other intention that you would like to add to this, make that intention now. And this energy is going to flow to your situation. Asking that this energy will revitalize your energy. Will be just like a fresh breath of air that you are taking in. I'm asking that it would just surround you and embrace you like a warm hug, and that you would feel that soft breeze just coming into you, and that breeze is refreshing you and renewing you. Renew the plan. Write the goal or the vision again. Go after it again. Redesign that dream. Take the steps. Say those affirmations. Think positive. Speak positive words. See yourself as being successful. Know that you are successful. Know that you are a gift because God created you.